It's a usual suspect thing.
Usual suspect.
It's a usual suspect thing. It's a
Usualsuspect6.com.
Say what?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys, look alive, it's your boy Act Reacher with another episode of the Jam Jamboree, produced by the LDBC, executive produced by the Full Reserve Plan. Let's get into it. So, here we go. As y'all can see, we hold on. Salute to Mark Wonderlich, my first sub on the check-in. Salute to Kano Loco, the OG, on the check-in. Kano, man, my fault, man. I had to miss. I missed your live. I gotta go catch the replay. I wanted to hear you torch us and shit. Because I know Kano was going to do a live. He said, "Wait till I go live." I heard him on 503s earlier, so I definitely want to go back and check out what the OG said. Oh, but it's all love. Like I said, Kano's my guy. I could joke around with Kano and shit. But salute to the OG. Definitely we had some festivities this weekend. I don't think I'm gonna be on crazy long like normal. I think we just gonna chop it up about a few things, and then we gonna exit stage left. I want to start off with Trevor, Bryan, and Dane Dubois. Dane Dubois, I expected him to do what he did, but the only thing that surprised me, he was actually very patient, and he threw more body shots than normal. Excuse me. In this particular fight. In this particular fight. I thought that Daniel Dubois would have exerted a lot more energy like in the past, but it seemed like he's a nice fit over there with Shane McWiggins and all of them. It looks like he's a great fit over there with Shane McWiggins and all of them over there. Like I said, his patience surprised me. And Trevor Bryan, to be honest with you, it seemed like it was a winnable fight, in my personal opinion. Trevor Bryan didn't even try. Salute to my bro, Rome from Far Rock, Red Firm. On the check-in, my Red Firm family. He surprised me with his patience and his poise, but like I said, as far as Trevor Bryan didn't even try. When he did do a little something, it actually seemed like it was effective, like it was bothering Daniel Dubois. But you know, I couldn't really hear it. But you know what the commentators were saying? They were saying if you hear those shots, sometimes when you there, they said the shots that Daniel Dubois, even the ones that wasn't fully landed like that, like they were saying, like you could hear it. So I don't know what he was feeling. You know what I mean? I could say, and you could say, and she could say all she want, but Trevor Bryan was the one getting hit with those punches. And then slowly but shortly, round 4, he got scoped, and Daniel Dubois pulled the curtains from up under Trevor Bryan and and got half the rent paid. And got half the rent paid. If he's gonna go for the super belt and get the rent fully paid, he will be able to activate that in the near coming future. I think my brother Cadillac Red, he had a good point when he said, I want to see what he does with it because he can use it as a tool to get in position and land a really big fight. But is he going to do that with old fish shots and all of them influencing him in his ear? So I don't necessarily know. But it just seems like to me that we got to give Daniel Dubois a little bit of time right now to see and figure out what he's trying to do. Now, what I would like to see him do next, personally, I don't know who's ranked in the WBA at heavyweight right now. I only could guess. I believe Louis King Kong Ortiz is. Like he can make something like that happen. I don't know if Frank Sanchez is. I think Frank Sanchez might be ranked more so in the WBC. I don't know. I think Jared Big Baby Anderson in the WBO. I'm just guessing right now. Next time you know what, I might do a live on heavyweights. I don't know. We talk about it or something like that. I don't know, but I definitely would like to see what he gonna do. Don't play around with it, bro. Because everybody that be having that WBA, that heavyweight, I gotta bang the gavel on. It seemed like they just be chilling with that and just be harboring it. We don't even be hearing about the WB. Emmanuel Char had that joint for a minute. To be honest with you, what's fair is because basically Emmanuel Char got stripped. I would even say give Emmanuel Char a shot if you can't find nobody. I wouldn't even be mad at that because Trevor Bryan didn't win the belt. Emmanuel Char got stripped. Don King, he was already in talks with them. He wanted that belt, and he was promising Trevor Bryan probably the moon and the stars. I ain't mad at the homie. He's just used to doing it like that. He from the old school. He probably was hearing like, yeah, they about to strip Emmanuel Char. And you know, Don King sees that opportunity. Trevor Bryant was probably ranked high enough, and boom. That's crazy though. But I do feel like, I would have liked to see Trevor Bryant to see what he could have actually did against Emmanuel Char. But yeah, like I said, salute to, he said, Kano said, hold on. He said, nah, they need to do right by Frezequendo and let him have his fair share at it. Yeah, Frezequendo, yeah. He was supposed to fight Emmanuel Char for a minute. You're right about that. I remember that. Back in the gap too, when the Wilder and AJ shit was hot. It was supposed to be him. Shannon Briggs was supposed to fight for that joint too. Real talk. He was supposed to do that joint too. He was supposed to get it. Kendo. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good point though. My bad, y'all. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Started backing out on me, man. Hey, what's up with my dude? I think he got virus. All right, but we seem like we all right now. Yeah, President Kendall should have got his shot. I want to talk about the Hall of Fame, man. Real quick, I want to touch on the Hall of Fame. Um, I'm very proud of everybody that got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Uh, Salute to them. Um, Bernard Hopkins, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Roy Jones, James Toney, Chrissy Martin, Layla Ali, the men and the women that contributed so much to boxing. Uh, I think that's dope. You know, to see somebody like Andre Ward, who I grew up off of, and Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, and Roy Jones, like those four right there, I definitely think, you know what I mean? It made me feel like, yo, man, yo, I would love that. You know what I mean? And Julian Jackson, uh, Reggie Johnson, I believe. Um, Damn, it was like a lot of greats there, man. I would love to go to one of those the next time they throw one, man. Um, they even have future potential Hall of Famers there. You know what I mean? Like Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford. They got their fists casted. I thought that was dope too. Floyd Mayweather came there looking sharp. That's my slime right there. Came there, broke down in tears. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope. Bernard Hopkins, like I said, like all the dudes like I really watched. And I know deep down within, you know what I mean, James Toney and Floyd Mayweather was like, yeah, nigga, Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids. That shoulder roll for real. And to keep it real, as far as who I've seen, I think them two fought the best off the ropes as far as my era. He said, "Oh, you meant to say whack." Salute to my brother, fella. He said that the Star Blazer was whack. He was looking sharp, man. It looked like he was going to prom, but he was looking sharp. Damn sure looked like he was going to prom. Looked like he was getting ready to go pick up the girl, and the dad was like, "You got to bring her back at this time." Salute to Bruce Gas on the check-in. Salute to my brother Oddfellow on the check-in. Salute to Big Texas Cletus on the check-in. I thought it was dope, man. You know, like I said, you know what I mean? That's a great class to be in. I did kind of felt a little bit of the criticism stuff because how was Andre Ward going in the year before Roy Jones? You know what I mean? They looking a little bit ESPN-ish to me. Just looking a little bit of ESPN-ish to me. Matter of fact, speaking of ESPN, salute to D-Ray Promotions, man, on the check-in. Uh, Damn, what picture is this? Damn, could y'all see that? No. That's ESPN's. Damn. That's ESPN's pound for pound list, y'all. Yeah, the cops should come for ESPN for that. Yeah, like that. They should definitely come for ESPN for that. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about this before we get into ESPN's extravaganza. So I'm not mad at Terrence Crawford being first. Not against that. Not against that. They got a new way number 2. I gotta bang the gavel on that. Gotta bang the gavel on y'all for that. But anyway, Earl Spence at number 3. Canelo Alvarez at number 4. Now, look, I'm not saying that Canelo got to be off the list for all of y'all. He's personally not on my pound for pound list. That doesn't mean that he's not a really good fighter, But I personally don't got him on mine. But I don't think he should be this high after losing to somebody that wasn't even on the pound for pound list. I got to bang the gavel. I got to bang the gavel. I gotta seriously bang the gavel on you. Like, what in the hell is y'all over there? What Denzel saying training day? That's PCP. That's classic big brick pack Mexican. That's garbage. Say, basically, basically, the shit he made Hoyt, Jake Smoke. Yeah, that's what this list is. I don't know what he meant, but it's garbage. This list, like the sewage, it's garbage. He said bang the gavel. He said bang the gavel on yourself. Where's the Steels? How do I have to bang the gavel on myself? I made a list when we did our pound for pound. Yeah, I didn't do the list recently. We didn't do the list recently, but the last time we had a list, I did it. I turned in my term sheet. So when you want to fact check, do it right. I don't remember whose live we did it on, but we did our pound for pound. I don't remember what time it was, and we did it with some other divisions. I think it was the first one. And he wasn't on there. See, Steels is mad because he's one of the people that had Canelo on his list. So bang the gavel on yourself for a person that got caught taking the mutagen and some tainted meat. That's why he wasn't on my list. I did not say that he's not a good fighter. Though. I don't think he even needed to take it. He's a good fighter. No. Because if I did, I wouldn't even be pointing out this list. If I accepted that Steals, I wouldn't even be pointing out this list. To keep it a stack with you. They got Tyson Fury on it. At number 5, they got Usyk at number 6. Now, like I said, I'm not mad at Usyk with being on the list because he was undisputed, and then he ended up moving up and beating one of the top guys for his belts. See, there's an argument there, but when you put somebody like Tyson Fury, his best win, if you even count it as a win, is Deontay Wilder. He said the list ain't organic. What do you expect? Salute to Land of the 216 on the check-in. Um, they got Lomachenko at 7, Dmitry Bivol at 8, Shakur Stevenson at 9, and Devin Haney at 10. Now, my thing is, I think Devin pressed them on it, and I think even though Devin said he don't care about it, I feel like Dev should have wilded out. Dev should have wilded out. Dev should have been like, "Fuck that." Dev should have said, "Fuck that, bro." Excuse my language, but you know, he should have pointed out certain things and why they have certain people here and another person there. He said, "Don't forget to touch that light." Yeah, that's right, Mark Wonderlich. Don't forget. And like I said, Steels, but I do agree with you on that. That list ain't organic. What do you expect? You definitely right about that. I'm just saying that list, they don't even got Jamel Charlo in there. And he had one of the toughest schedules of present boxers that's champions in one of the deepest divisions. Do you argue that, Brother Steels? Do you deny that? Because I had Mel on my list, but I didn't have Canelo on my pound for pound list. That's all I'm saying. He said Dev wants nothing to do with ESPN. And look, I'm not mad at him. He said, "Where's our pound for pound list?" That's another thing too. Oh yeah, what's her name did end up being on our list when we did it as a whole. That's because I think two people voted. Two people voted. Even though I did like that, I felt like that was fair. Even though, like, if I didn't put this person on there, another person put that person on there. I did like how we did it. Yeah, and I agree, Ron. I think I had him at like 3. I think I had it Bud, Earl, but see now I might do it different. It might be Bud, Mel, and unless you know what I mean, if Earl Spence get that Terrence Crawford win. Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. I think somebody knocked at my door. My bad. All right, I'm back, y'all. So undisputed at 154 is major. My brother Rome. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. I think that definitely can't be overlooked at all. It can't be overlooked at all. I think, like I said, I had my first three were my first, like I said, Terrence, Mel, and then Earl. That's my first three right now. Yeah, still said we got scorecards on the site to see how each judge voted on their criterias. Um, like I said, and I thought it was fair. I like how Steels did it. You know what I mean? I like how we all did it. I felt like we it really wasn't no favoritism. It was an honest assessment of how we feel about how we voted. Um, we even made Kano vote on the fly. I forgot which one it was. Kano ended up coming on one of the lives when we was doing our list, and I actually be having fun when we do the list because I like to see, you know what I mean, and it'd be funny as we doing it because the bros behind the scenes they'd be like, "Ack, why you got to see my list?" I just kind of want to see like where everybody's mind is at with it, and then sometimes they'll show me their list, and then sometimes they won't. So it's kind of funny. Yo, bro, I hit your line. I hit that 347 line, cuzzo. Okay, okay. Yo, bro, I called you, bro. That's why I said I hit that line, that 3-4. The last number you gave me, champ, is a 347 number. So DM me on Instagram. I don't know if you got a new number. DM me real quick and give me the new number because the last number I called, I think is the number that you gave me. It's a three. That's the last number that I have. But it was a 347 number, and I called that number and nobody picked up. The last time you came in the live and told me to hit you up, I hit you up right after the live. He said my list on IG, Facebook, YouTube, my list will stand. Now, but I'm just saying I forgot which one we was voting on Kano that day, and you ended up we ended up making you vote on the fly. We ended up making you vote like on the fly, or whatever, and you did it. He was like, all right, for this. But like I said, I don't agree with this pound for pound list. Um, um, I definitely think like it's definitely ESPN bias. Definitely ESPN bias. But let me move on to the last topic because, like I said, I ain't gonna be on too much. I ain't gonna be on too long today. Yeah, but like I said, Cuzzo, if you still there, just DM me in the DM me on Instagram or something. And if you got a new number, let me know that you got a new number because, like I said, the last number that I got was a 347 number. This dude crazy. What's up, Mac?
What's the word? I'm gonna start calling you Word Man.
Word.
What's the word, man?
Nothing. Don't worry. I got a meme coming for you soon, big fat hog. I got a meme.
Sorry, I'm late. I've been
Yeah.
cooking, fam.
Nah. You
Country
good. You good.
country boy kitchen and shit. You know.
We ain't gonna be on too long, champ. We
Right
just
on.
gonna we just gonna run through these topics because to me it wasn't really too much to talk about. But run down real quick because I talked about Trevor Bryan and Daniel Dubois. Just run down that real quick.
I still ain't watched the fight.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting. You definitely did. I'm the only one I think that watched it.
No, Red done watched it.
Oh, recorded. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But what you think is next for Daniel Dubois?
A real fight.
Dude, who do you think who is ranked? Do you know who's ranked in the WBA at heavyweight?
I tell you what.
Like
Let's
off the top of your head, I think Luis Ortiz is. I could be, and
go.
I'm just
I
don't take
know.
my word for
I
that.
know. No, Luis Ortiz is IBF. I know.
Okay,
Joe
okay.
Joyce. Joe Joyce was supposed to be the mandatory for the WBA. I don't know if
Oh,
that
I thought it was
changed.
a WBO. Okay.
Was it the W? Man, look.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really know who's ranked. Is Frank Sanchez is ranked in the WBC, right?
Yeah, Frank Sanchez ranked in the
Okay,
W.
okay. So I said that
Yeah,
one right.
I'm just gonna pull up the boxing rankings.
Yeah. Do that real quick before I move on, and I want to see what you think about. I'm gonna read the pound for pound list to you, the ESPN one. 503 inspired this. Me and him was kind of talking about this.
All
I sent
right.
him the thing, but yeah.
As of right now, Joe Joyce is number one in the
Oh, so
WBO.
you was right. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Luis Ortiz is number one. Is in the IBF.
Okay.
Philip Hergovich is number 3. Anthony Joshua 4. Damn, he dropped. Tony
Okay. Go to WBA. I want to know this.
Deontay Wilder, WBC, WBA. Daniel Dubois is number 1. Michael Hunter number 2. Robert Delaney is 3. Huey Fury 4. Anthony Joshua 5.
Wow.
Why the hell they got Deontay Wilder ranked 9 though?
Where in
Seriously?
the WBA?
Yeah.
Well, you know the lady, the Gloria lady, probably has something to do.
He's not even ranked in IBF though,
Mm,
or the WBO.
mm.
He ranked in the WBA and the WBC.
Okay. Damn, man. That shit gonna be easy for Dubois if he get Michael Hunter or Huey Fury.
Mm-hmm.
He could talk shit because they may end up being like number one or is mandatory.
It could be, champ. Could be.
Like, yo, I had to defend that, y'all. But okay. What all right, so I'm gonna go to the pound for pound list and then we're gonna move on to Edgar Berlanga and then we're gonna get out of here. Unless we got any other news. Um,
No news that I know of.
all right, but the Top Rank put out a list last night. I screenshotted it. They got Terrence Crawford at number 1, Inoue at number 2, Earl Spence at number 3, Canelo at number 4, Tyson Fury at number 5, Usyk at number 6,
Don't like
Lomachenko at number 7, Dimitri Bivol at number 8, Shakur Stevenson at 9, and Devin at 10.
I don't like it. Lomachenko shouldn't even be on there.
That's what I'm saying.
So you mean to tell me y'all put him over all the fighters with title?
What do you think about Inoue number 2?
You know I don't want. Lue ain't even in my top 10.
What if he get undisputed?
Bro,
I'm just asking, Mac. It
No,
ain't
no, no, no. I know
wrong
you're a fan though. But I'm not gonna go at you or anything. I'm just gonna say out of besides Donito Donaire and not Tete. He was supposed to fight Tete. Tete got hurt. What was my boy?
Nah, Emmanuel. What was his name? Manny Rodriguez was all right.
Yeah, cool. Manny Rodriguez, cool. I do know who Manny
And
Rodriguez is.
and remember what
That
the
ain't who I was thinking of.
Dominican he knocked out too. That was on the come up. Payano. What was his
Payano,
name?
that's what I was thinking
Yeah,
of. Payano.
yeah, he knocked out them two.
Outside of Payano and Donito Donaire, who should have
You
been
don't
on
like Manny?
huh?
You don't like Manny Rodriguez though, the Puerto Rican? I thought Manny was all right. I thought that was a good win. He was undefeated.
If Manny was to fight Donito Donaire, who would you would have took?
Yeah, I probably would have picked up.
Okay. Now, out of Payano and Donito Donaire, who was a real top fighter he fought in that division? But when you go to divisions like the division up high, So Cold Nelson, last 5 opponents' records was 103, bro. And he went against all. Danny Roman was a former champion. Brandon Figueroa was a champion.
Oh, you comparing him to Scooter?
I'm just going.
Oh yeah. I think yeah, but I think Scooter beats him.
But see, I'm just going up the list. Everybody I can put him up against in my top 10, he's not better than as far as the accolades. And then when you go on the skill level, I gotta see it because I don't think his skill level is better than anybody on my top 10 personally. Even if he go undisputed. Now, if he move up, the reason I say that, and it's nothing against Undisputed itself. Undisputed is a major, major accolade. But if Dimitri Bivol or Arthur Beterbiev was to go undisputed, would they be in your top 5?
You said who?
Arthur Beterbiev or Dimitri Bivol, would they be in your top 5?
Yeah, because that's not an easy division.
Marius Breedis, would he be in your top 5 if he went undefeated?
You said undisputed, Marius Breedis. As far as I actually think the cruiserweight division was a little bit better when Usyk was in.
When he beat Dorticos.
Yeah. I thought it actually was better then. And what Steels used to always, be telling me to tune in. I don't know why I felt like, or maybe it could have been Steels, always camping for that.
Let me in. Knock, knock, nigga. Knock, knock.
Speaking of
Favorite, get your most hated back in the building. Y'all gave me some energy because I've been like sick as a dog over here. I'm sweating and whatnot, so I had to click on.
Get some rest,
you know what I mean? Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do that and whatnot. You know what I mean? Drinking plenty of water, flushing my system and whatnot. But yeah, y'all gave me some energy, bro. I clicked onto the stream. I'm like, yo, bro. I gotta hop up on this bitch, you know what I mean? I'm feeling a little bit better, you know what I mean? So yeah. So I had to put you up to be real, I'm kind of salty at y'all. Because every time I'm hearing like, we put in a lot of work into the usual suspect pound for pound rankings, and we do it, and it falls by the wayside. Nobody want to talk about it no more. Every time ESPN comes up with their little ranking, they make one change to their ranking, everybody's all over it. Everybody wants to talk about it. You know what I mean? Chop up our fucking pound for pound list. You know what I mean? Diss it, exalt it, do what you want with it. But fuck ESPN, fuck BoxRec and all that. Fuck the Ring magazine. It's all about the usual suspect 6. We're on this fucking platform 7 days a week talking boxing. We're the panel. We're the fucking panel, the committee to do this. You know what I mean? We need to put more fucking emphasis on our own shit and not the other people's shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I meant by like, everybody's always ready to run to the white man for the white man's fucking stats. We're making our own stats over here, brother.
but still,
and what you got to put and for more evidence, instead of showing just the ESPN, you should be comparing our list to the ESPN list, because our list has Jamal Charlo, has all the fighters that everybody complains that are on the ESPN or the mainstream media list. So what are we doing here, Ak? That's what I'm saying. That's why I had to hop on. Y'all niggas gave me some energy.
I love it. I love it. Hey, you know what?
I don't disagree with him.
Real quick, Ed. That's been my argument on every time somebody bring this list up. I'm like, wait till we drop ours, because ours is gonna be 100% true. Because I'm like I keep saying, every time y'all talk about it, I tell you my pound for pound, and it has been the same. I have told everybody on 503. I don't even know why everybody keep bringing it up, because dog, I don't. ESPN literally. ESPN discredit themselves when they got basketball pundits and football pundits talking boxing.
My thing is this: I wasn't looking at it from that point of view. Everybody got their own point of view. I wasn't looking at it like that. I was straight up looking at it as trying to counteract it. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody somewhere get their mind right. You know what I mean? I was saying how this list shouldn't be. And I was just saying, I was making a point with the list. I was illustrating the purpose by saying Devin Haney was saying like he don't care about the list and stuff like that. But my thing is, I was looking at it from another way, like, nah, you know, maybe because you're undisputed, you know, maybe say something about it. You don't have to. I'm not holding your feet to the fire, but maybe you should say that so stuff like this don't happen, and maybe a change could possibly come. It doesn't mean it's going to come, but it could possibly. You gotta at least try.
Don't you think by saying that, take me off your list, thank you, is saying a lot? Being an undisputed champion. He hasn't even said that about the franchise belt yet, Devin Haney. But he said this about the pound for pound list that ESPN has put up. Take me off your list. That says a lot to ESPN that your list is trash.
It says a whole lot. It says a whole lot about Mike Carpenter too.
I mean, yeah, like I said, man, I'm not glorifying the list or nothing like that. Like, I know we got our list always coming and pumping. You know what I mean? This is just something that I just wanted to touch on as far as, like, I just don't agree with the list. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, they never going to get their act together. But I was just saying why I shouldn't be. I told you my top three. My top three is completely different than ESPN's top three. I don't have Inoue in my top five. He possibly can make the top 10 if he become undisputed. And he might be very low on the totem pole. But, you know, like I said, I don't agree with that at all, him being number two. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the main event with Edgar Berlanga. I'm gonna come to you first, Steels.
Wow. That was, to me, if you want to talk about trash, if you want to put trash in some type of sentence or to describe something last night, I think that's the word you could definitely substitute in for I won't say the performance, but I don't know, just something just didn't rub right, just didn't look right to me, even though that Edgar Berlanga was doing stuff that he should be doing, boxing, using the jab. But a part of me feels that he was boxing, it's almost like he was jabbing out of fear. It's almost like it wasn't the same type of back foot game that Gervonta Tank Davis was using against Rolly Romero, against the opponent that was trying to come forward and trying to land their power shots on you. You know what I mean? There seemed to be a uneasiness with the way Edgar Berlanga was fighting last night against Angulo. Angulo, by the 7th, 8th round, he was starting to on the tide, really put some serious pressure and start landing his shots. One thing I was impressed with Edgar Berlanga was that his chin did hold up to some very big shots that old boy landed. Angulo. You know what I mean? So, but Angulo definitely showed why he's a very credible contender and a guy that will give your best contenders and your champions quality rounds. We got to remember David Benavidez, it took him 10 rounds to stop Angulo, and even within that stoppage, Angulo was backing David Benavidez up at times in that fight. So Angulo ain't no punk. He ain't no chump. He definitely did what we expected him to do last night. I got to eat crow in a sense because I had Berlanga knocking Angulo out in less than in 5 rounds. That didn't happen at all. You know what I mean? That fight had me kind of like waiting for the end. I was kind of halfway snoring, sleeping through it. It wasn't a very intriguing fight at all for me, you know, dig? And maybe it was just the circumstances of the undercards before weren't that intriguing to me. So it just put me into that plane where I'm getting ready for bed. My eyes are nodding out because it wasn't your typical Edgar explosive Edgar Berlanga performance, and you can hear that from the crowd. The crowd was they were waiting to cheer for something, you know what I mean, and they wasn't getting much to cheer for, you know what I mean. There wasn't much great exchanges in the fight, but it is what it is. Edgar Berlanga, at the end of the day, it was a close fight. He was lucky to get that decision, albeit it was in his hometown and shit, but from this performance, it really dawns on me that Edgar Berlanga just might not be championship material at 168. You know what I mean? He just might be a good fighter that can bring in a good crowd in New York that has a good fan base. That you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. He can make a good career out of boxing without being a top tier champion. You know what I mean? But the way I see it, at the landscape at 168, who is Edgar Berlanga going to beat right now? If he can't, like, I wouldn't put him in there with Caleb Plant. I wouldn't put him in there with a David Morrell or David Benavidez. I might not even pick him to beat the IBO champion over there in UK and Leone Richards. I don't know if he beats him. You know what I mean? So I think Edgar Berlanga is good to fight, to continue to fight this level of opponent. And when he decides to step up into a championship quality contender, a championship quality fight, I think he'll fall short. You know what I mean? But he still brings a lot of people, and he still brings that star-like presence. But that's my take on him.
My fault. Let me get into the chat. PGH, Big Dog in the chat. Salute to you on the check-in. Salute to my bro Ricky Williams on the check-in. Salute, bro. Teach on the check-in. He said Berlanga had a fearlessness. He was KOing people. Now that he's trying to box, he's timid. He needs ring awareness. He was moving in the wrong direction to avoid shots. He needed to stop bitching too. I definitely agree with that. Mac, what do you got on Edgar Berlanga's performance?
I never liked the kid, but I'm not. He showed me something different last night. He actually boxed instead of head hunting and things like that. And I felt it was on point when he said he was boxing more scared than anything. Angulo, he let Angulo get comfortable, and that's the worst place to be when you're the A side opponent. When you let the B side opponent get comfortable, and now he feel like Angulo let his guard down. He didn't have that awkward high guard up anymore. He got his guard down now. He's swinging for the fences. He just walking in, just feel like you ain't going nowhere. He knew what haymaker up. It was one uppercut he hit him with, and his knees buckled. I said he's for to go down. Like Angulo was said, fuck, he was going for the knockout and was winning rounds doing it. Edgar Berlanga is a middle tier fighter. He's not your top tier. He's not a B-level fighter. He's gonna be one of those fighters that we see come out that he's gonna make some money, but he's already headlining, so he's making good money. He's probably low millions right now. He probably just made his first million, maybe second, but he's making good money right now. If he continues the way he's going, he'll keep making money until he go for a title. The moment he goes for a title, he's gonna lose. Then he's gonna be right there, just that face that's everybody's gonna be aiming for the fight so they can get in title contention. That's where Berlanga stays.
Yes, sir. 503 Lion, man. Salute, bro.
Little bro.
Salute, all fella, act reach you, little bro, and stay ready boxing TV, man. Apologies, man, for the tardiness, man. I had to come in and show some support. I didn't know if you was about to wrap it up or what you were doing, but I had to come in and
Now we got a little, we got some time left. We got a little bit of time.
Okay.
What you think about Edgar Berlanga's performance?
It was decent. Granted the situation, a lot of people got to take into account. He is under the tutelage of Juan De Leon, a new trainer. He's not with Andre Rozier no more. This is his second count with Coach K. And he's working on different things. And I think he's diversifying his portfolio. So we seeing the other side of EB, more so boxing. Using his fundamentals, being technically sound, working behind the jab and stuff like that. And it's like this kid was known as a good boxer in the amateurs, and when he transitioned to the pros, he started knocking shit out. And he can only do whatever he's able to do with the opponents that he's got. But last night, if I was to grade him, I would definitely probably give him from a scale of 1 to 10. I would give him probably like a 7, like a C or something. You know what I'm saying? Because he did show a little chink in the armor. He definitely has to learn how to be more patient. I think he would have done way better if he didn't try to bite Buddy in the 7th round. And I think the frustration started kicking in. He was playing into the crowd a little bit, and like I say, Edgar Berlanga is really young. With the spotlight on him, he's a headliner. You know what I'm saying? He has to learn how to, be a star under the bright lights. I mean, we see these young guys doing it, like Shakur, Devin, Tank. You know what I'm saying? We see Jerron Boots Ennis making that transition under the bright lights. You know what I'm saying? So Berlanga has to get comfortable, fighting and, headlining in Madison Square Garden in New York, fighting in front of his people. He struggled a little bit with Angulo, but I think he handled Angulo decently. I'm not gonna say he just whitewashed him, because that wasn't the case, but I like some shit that he did. I didn't like some of the shit that he did. I do think one of the biggest holes I've seen so far in his game, man, is him fighting on the inside. He struggles with that. When he got somebody coming straight forward trying to, rough him up on the inside, he has to get better with that. And his jab was okay. It wasn't like a bzz, 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 you know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, stopping traffic with the jab. He was just like, flicking it out there type shit. And he has to get better with his jab and be more confident with the jab. And I want to see Edgar Berlanga, if he's gonna box, I want to see him mix up the combination still and be able to let his hands go. Um, but Angulo was a crafty veteran. He's been in there with world champions. And he's gave these guys a run for their money. And David Benavidez and Zerto. So to see Berlanga, take this guy on and beat him, I beat him. I'm not gonna say I was impressed, but I was like, okay, we got something to work with. You know what I'm saying? And he just need to build off of that and just stop doing stupid shit, man. Just work on your game, bro, and try to be I think what I'm seeing from him, I think Edgar Berlanga wants to be like a boxer puncher. You know what I'm saying? And be able to box, but also can crack. So he just has to keep working, keep listening to his coaches and Coach DeLeon and Coach K. He has a pretty decent team so far. I don't know what was the reason for him letting go of Andre Rozier. Um, maybe his father influenced him to do that. Maybe his manager. I don't know. I like Andre Rozier. I think Andre Rozier is an underrated coach in the New York boxing scene. And I'm not, like I say, man. People, my biggest thing was this, man. And I was chopping it up with Kano earlier. Kano had called me. We chopped it up for a few seconds, and he said something to me, man. That stuck out. Like we criticized Edgar Berlanga for being this quote unquote knockout artist, and people were saying that the kid couldn't box and stuff like that. But he has been showing better boxing in his past 3 fights, in my personal opinion. And I think people are not used to seeing that side of Edgar Berlanga because we used to seeing him knock people the fuck out. And I think this is just like foreign territory to people, and it's uncharted waters. You know what I'm saying? We're going in with this kid, but you got to get you got to get his kid a chance to sink or swim. And right now, he's keeping his head above water. But we're gonna see if he's gonna swim. We're gonna see if he's gonna sink. You know what I'm saying? The jury is yet to be determined. But I'm gonna give a kid a chance. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he fights again. He stays active towards the end of this year. He come back again and fight. Top Rank is doing a pretty good job with the fights. So yeah, man, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far with the new style of Edgar Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely got some shit to work on.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna just say, it was a tough outing for Edgar Berlanga. Um, I thought Angulo really did kind of well for a 38-year-old. Thought he did kind of well. He definitely gave uh, Berlanga all he could handle. I don't know. I don't know, like as far as Berlanga, because he's in contendership now, and he's a contender. He has like one of them intern belts. Like he's gonna have to end up really fighting somebody, one of these contenders. And I don't really know how it's gonna work out for him. Uh, Let me get in this chat real quick, and I'm gonna finish up. Teach said there was one point in the fight where Berlanga completely stopped and Gulo didn't jump on the opportunity. I believe he was confused why Berlanga just stopped all of a sudden. I mean, like I said, it was a lot of things. Berlanga got mentally deterred. He kind of got frustrated. You could see by him biting uh, Angulo, and it was kind of crazy. And salute to Big Homie Coop on the check-in. It was kind of crazy to me that he would even do that, especially because of all the scrutiny he's been under in the last couple of fights. I will give Edgar Berlanga credit though. Having 16 first round knockouts, that's very hard to do. I do agree with him on that. Whether they cans or not, that is very hard to do. But I would have actually had rather you would have had difficulty in the beginning, but still be winning, have a lot of hard wins in the beginning, rather than what I mean. Now you climbing and you at contender status. Now you can't go backwards. So he's gonna end up fighting one of these dudes or a champion. So he got to be mentally focused in there. His trainer was complaining to him about him not listening. And not only that, the reason why, to me, I felt like it was a draw, if anything. Um, I did think Berlanga did show me a little bit of feet movement. I do think that he actually did show a decent jab. It just wasn't busy enough. It just wasn't busy enough. That was my whole thing with Berlanga. I was like, damn, he actually do got a jab. That's one thing I sat back and said when I was watching it. I was like, but he just don't use it. I don't know what his gas tank is like. He was able to get through it, but I would imagine if Angulo was like at least 35, 36, or 34 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like he probably maybe even could have possibly won that from if he's been a little bit younger. But like I said, it was a tough win. They gave it to um Edgar Berlanga. Like I said, I still think that he has enough time to correct the wrongs. But it's not even about him having enough time. Is he going to correct the wrongs? And like I said, from here it's only up because he got one of them intern belts, so he's gonna run into somebody. Um, Before we go, real quick, uh, we got Joe Smith and Arthur Beterbiev coming up. You know, nothing set in stone. I just want to see how the fellas look at the fight, what they think about it, and then that's definitely gonna be the last thing, and then we're gonna give our last and we out. I fella, I want to come to you first. What do you think about Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith Jr. unifying?
It's a great fight. One of the probably best fights scheduled for this quarter. You know what I mean? Great fight, and I think a lot of people are underestimating the competitive level that Joe Smith Jr. is going to bring to the table. Because I know everybody's like blinded by the beast like attributes that Beterbiev has. Of course, he has a perfect record. Was he like 18-0, 17-0, 18 knockouts? He's ran through everybody. You know what I mean? He's the man. He's literally the man. He beat the man that beat the man that beat the man. When Adonis Stevenson was reigning after, he got beat by Vostik. Vostik took that strap, the WBC and the lineal away from Adonis Stevenson, and then Beterbiev got him. You know what I mean? Now Beterbiev has that lineal plus 2 straps, the WBC and I believe the WBA or is the IBF?
IBF.
Joe Smith got the WBO, and
it's the W. So it's the IBF because Bivol got the WBA. You're right. Yeah, the WBA. So so the WBC and the IBF. But the issue with Beterbiev has been somewhat of his inactivity. He hasn't been fighting actively for the last couple of years. Yes, he's had a fight against he beat Marcus Brown in Montreal months back. You know what I mean? Before that, he beat an unknown German guy named Adam Dinas, I believe. But the inactivity has kind of been rampant in Beterbiev's career. That's why you only see 18 fights. And he's 37 years old. 37 years old. You know what I mean? Now, we seen guys that can be totally ripped, you know what I mean, at an older age. We seen that in Angulo, a 38-year-old with he had a great physique, you know what I mean, and his body held Triple G too, you know what I mean. Maybe not so much in the face, but the rest of his body is pretty much good to go. But so with that being said, like you just put me off my you just put me off the track of what I was about to say. But yeah, the body and the physique is shit. Now who the fuck? Who was he talking about again, bro?
Art
of Peterviev. Yeah. So his physique is serious. You know what I mean? And but we still got to put into account his age, and there's a like opponent. When I seen Peterviev go down in the ring one time, he got knocked down in the ring, and it was against the UK light heavyweight and Callum Johnson. Now, when I look at Callum Johnson has a lot of the same attributes and fights very similarly to Joe Smith Jr. They're guys with they have big punching power. They like to come forward. But I think Joe Smith Jr. is considerably better than Callum Johnson. So that's why I give Joe Smith Jr. A good chance. Not to, I won't say to win, but this is a very good chance for this fight to be very competitive. You know what I mean? I don't see Better BF just walking through Joe Smith Jr. because of their fighting styles. You know what I mean? Now, excuse my mental lapse. I am sick. You know what I mean? I am struggling through sickness right now. You dig? But Joe Smith Jr. I think brings some of the attributes that will give Better BF some problems. We're gonna see a all-in-out war. I won't be surprised if we see Better BF on the canvas a couple times, but Better BF with his heart, chin, and recovery powers, we'll see him pop back up and finish the job against Joe Smith Jr. That doesn't have the same, I don't think, durability that Better BF has. It doesn't have the same recklessness and want that Better BF has shown in his previous fights. You know what I mean? As much as I look back at the past with Better BF, because I'm here in Canada, and I seen when the couple years back, Canada ran the light heavyweight division with fighters like Jean Pascal, Adonis Stevenson, Lucien Boutte, you know what I mean? Eladir Alvarez trains out of Montreal. Like all those fighters in that city, that one city, you know what I mean? And Better BF was there at the same time. Better BF touched none of them. And nobody wants to say nothing about that, but he's a beast. If he was such a beast, why wasn't he touching any of those Canadians back in those times? But it's a different time now. It's a different time, and the division looks a little bit different. And right now, you can conclude that he is doing beast-like things. So I'm gonna continue with the narrative that Better BF is a beast, and he's gonna continue his reign, his undefeated reign, and capture that third belt off of Joe Smith Jr. But this is a very, very good fight, a very entertaining, exciting fight that we're about to embark on. And I believe it's just going to be on ESPN. No pay-per-view, no fucking apps or nothing like that. It's on ESPN. So shout out to fucking Top Rank and ESPN for they've been putting out a stellar schedule. You know what I mean? Full of like intriguing boxing matches. You know what I mean? So yeah, I gotta give kudos for that. You know what I mean? But good luck.
And we get Shoe and Troy on that card, I believe. Let me go to my brother 503. What you think about next week, man? What's it looking like?
Honestly, man, I think it's gonna be exciting, bro. We just won't be able to go watch the Charlo joint. I'm a little upset about that, but I mean, shit, man, Better be even fucking Joe Smith, man. That's gonna be white on white violence at its best, bro. Because you know what you're getting with them two, man. Joe Smith Jr. is gonna come forward and try to get his best shit off, and we know Better Beef is a fucking machine. You know what I'm saying? You know, he seek and destroy. He's just gonna be a fucking, if anybody, you know what I'm saying, most likely around this time, man, when we get like halfway through the year, man, you know, basketball is going off, there's no football, baseball, you know, so it's really not a lot of sports to watch. You know what I'm saying? So I think people just so happen to cut on ESPN and you see these two guys coming forward trying to, you know, knock each other's heads off is gonna be very, very entertaining, man. I think Better Beef goes so under the radar it kind of pisses me off. And I know All Fella he brought up a great point due to inactivity, but I do think a lot of people ain't head over heels and just jumping in the ring with Better Beef like that. Like, let's just be honest, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we seen Bostic, you know what I'm saying? We seen Marcus Brown and the other guy who he fought before Marcus Brown. I mean, but I just don't see people going head over heels to just, oh yeah, I want to fight Better Beef. You don't, motherfuckers ain't just jumping up saying that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is a real live boogeyman out here, in my honest opinion. And I gotta give credit to Joe Smith, you know what I'm saying? Because he could have went another route, but he chose to jump right in the smoke with motherfucking you know, Better Beef. And is making me look at Bivol a certain type of way, because I understand you got the Canelo, you know what I'm saying, fight, and you beat Canelo, and you know, all praises to you, bro. But you are still at 175 pounder, man. You talking about going down to 168, and you know what I'm saying, when you got dudes like Joe Smith who's daring to be great. And this makes me respect Joe Smith Jr. a whole lot more than I already did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy, bro. Like, it's Father's Day weekend, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to see, you know, one of my favorite fighters in Better Beef. I'm gonna get to see the young homies, you know, in Shoo, Jahad Tucker, the homie Troy, you know what I'm saying, my little brother. I'm gonna get to see all these dudes, man. You know, come out and put on a show for the fans on Father's Day weekend, man. On, you know, so I really can't complain, bro. Like, to be quite honest with you. And you know, I do want to see Bill Vol in the mix. I want to see Zerto Ramirez in the mix. And this is another thing with Zerto that I'm not liking. He seems so adamant about fighting Bivol, but you still got you know, Better Beef and Joe Smith right there. You know what I'm saying? Why you not trying to fight those guys? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
They kicked Joe Smith out I mean, not Joe Smith. They kicked Zerto out the WBO rankings. Remember, he moved up when you're on mute.
No. I was gonna come to you about it anyway, but
Yeah.
spill into.
Oh well, I'll explain it. Zerto was supposed to have been the mandatory when Canelo had the WBO. That's when he moved up to 175, and they didn't give him the shot. They never stripped Canelo. Canelo ended up just dropping the WBO title, and when he dropped it, they gave Joe Smith the shot to go for the WBO IE top rank, and they didn't give Zerto the chance. And Zerto, you know, this was right when he left top rank too, and he was bitching and complaining, and they kicked him out of the rankings of the WBO, so he didn't get a shot to go at Joe Smith. So, but when he fought our fighter here in Houston, when he fought Alfonso Lopez, they put him in the ranking in the WBA. So that's why he been going at Bivol the way he been going at it, because that was a top 5 ranking for the WBA shot. And Beterbiev,
I was gonna say go into that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Arthur
from what my
Beterbiev
understanding is, when he didn't have a title, he was calling out Adonis Stevenson. He was calling out Kovalev. He was calling out all the top fighters with belts. Like, he was calling them out. And when he got that WB shot from Boston, guess who he called out first? He called out Demetrius Bivol first, and he didn't come forward. So my understanding is Arthur Beterbiev literally been calling these dudes out. He's been the boogeyman of 175, and he got the titles, and he's still calling guys out, and that's what's crazy. That's why he's number one in 175 to me, because he's not afraid of nobody. He hasn't showed that he was afraid of nobody, and he's been trying to fight everybody to prove he was the best. He's been on his Earl Spence shit at 175. And one thing I'm looking forward to this fight this weekend, because like I said on Lil Bro channel earlier, is that Joe Smith got some power, and I want to see them bang it out, because I know this is gonna be a bang session, and somebody might end up through the ropes, because white boys like to knock people out the ropes nowadays. That's just been a trait that I've been seeing from a lot of these white boys. They showing their power, but I know it's gonna be a bang session. I got Arthur Beterbiev winning, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got caught with some shit. I really want to see how strong his chin is. He got good recovery, but I want to see how strong. This is gonna really show me how strong his chin is. And if Joe Smith can't knock him out and he gets starched, somebody get knocked out in this fight. Now, and I'm very, very kind of intrigued about this fight.
And I just want to add on to this real quick, bro. Before you go, act, people gotta really appreciate the level of competition and being a boxing fan. Like, this is what we ask for, bro. Every fucking day we come on this motherfucker, whether it's on your channel, Stay Ready's, Odds, Supreme Beast Boxing with Red and KG. We ask these dudes every fucking day, fight this guy, fight that guy, unify the division, go for undisputed. And these dudes went for this shit with no fucking problems. It was no back and forth. I want this, I want that, bro. You didn't hear none of that. And that guy got to go notice, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Joe Smith, come on, man. He's a white boy in America fighting in New York on Top Rank. He didn't have to fight Bilbao. I mean, he didn't have to fight Better Beef, but he did, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like, me and Stay Ready been on Better Beef for years. We had to put you on Better Beef and show you, like, man, nah, bro, this dude is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And Better Beef, man, I know our fella's critical of him because that's his fellow Canadian citizen. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
So he's a little bit more critical of Better Beef, but
Technically, Jay Steele's Canada still running 175.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, man.
I mean, we still don't got the contenders like that no more. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but we gotta respect what this dude is doing, man, because he's cleaning out the division. He's just doing it at a slower pace than a Earl Spence or a Charlo or a Wilder or a Fury, because these guys are not rushing in the ring to get in the ring with him. He's been calling out Bilbao, and Act, you even put it like with the three brothers situation, like little brother, middle brother, big brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, he was always the guy that was gonna get bypassed, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason. And I just think that Bilbao is ducking him. Just like Bilbao is kind of ducking Zerto Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? So what we see next week, man, however the shit pan out, I just want people to appreciate boxing at its highest and rarest form, where you got the best fighting the best. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to my OG LVZ on the check-in, man. Make sure y'all go check out his live if you want to hear some good NBA talk. Yeah. Definitely agree with everything what the brother said, because I do remember him calling out Bivol, and Bivol was my guy. You know what I mean? And so was Boston. You know what I mean? So I definitely remember that before he even got a belt. And it's crazy that we here now. I actually remember being on a live. Well, I don't remember whose Weezy was on. It was on one of y'all lives, and I'm sitting here playing freaking PS5, and I remember us talking about 175. them few years ago. I mean, sorry, PS4. Sorry, PS4. Them few years ago, and now we here, and it took really long for everybody to unify. I think everybody got a belt around then too. And now, I mean, we here. I guess it's better late than never. And I'm happy that Joe Smith, stepped up to the plate. I want him to win in my heart, but I did say I wasn't gonna pick against Viterbi. I did say that. After that brutal loss to Boston, said I ain't picking against him no more. He would have to show me like that he was in a really tough outing, even though it was a win. And salute to Queen 71 on the check-in. And Teach said, Bibble indeed ducking Viterbi. I mean, yeah, man. But looking forward to that next week. Our fella, get it, people, your last.
Indeed, y'all know what it is. Salute to everybody that turned up, you know what I mean? Smash that like button on your way out. We did the Roller CM last night on my channel, TWR Presents. You know what I mean? We had three recording artists come through and get their singles judged by the recording artist Big Row in the dig, and y'all the chat, you know what I mean? So we had three recording artists that made it through. You know what I mean? Made it through. So y'all go check the replay of that. Show 1. We got show 2 coming up next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated all fella. Salute to the usual suspects. Salute to the whole LDBC. And I'm Gizon.
503 Lion, man. Get the people your last and tell the people where they can find you at.
Man, right here on YouTube, man, 503 Line, man. Y'all check us out. Usual Suspects Sunday boxing recaps. Marathon Monday, Trouble Man Tuesday, War Room Wednesday, Trill Thursday, Flex Friday. It's a plethora of shows. We definitely gonna be back tomorrow, Marathon Monday. Follow me on Instagram, Smoke City Mobcast Part 2. Facebook, Smoke City Mobcast, Twitter 503 Line, man. I'm everywhere. So y'all want to tap in with us, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what to do. And be sure to head over to usualsuspect6.com. Check out the merch, you know what I'm saying? Summer. Got the summer drip for you. You know what I'm talking about? The pound for pound list of music. I mean shit, whatever you want, man, we got it. You know what I'm saying? Right over here. So y'all check us out, man.
Yes, sir. Matt, close us out.
Man, appreciate everybody coming through, fucking with my little bro. The Jab Jamboree, Quattro Cinco, Judge Galvatron, he put my bid in my at the end of the day, it's still Act Reacher in my book. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody coming through. We had a good show today. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow. We're gonna be bullshitting on the Bellway. Then we're gonna be on Ringside Views with an interview with my man Ray Leaf Ali Talib Jr. at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Y'all make sure y'all come in and tap in, and y'all know it's your boy Mac. Stay ready, Boxing TV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready, man. Peace.
Yeah, man. Salute to everybody, all my peoples that checked in, stopped by, and all that good stuff. Salute to all my brothers that joined the panel with me. Stills, stay ready. 503 Lion. Man, make sure y'all check us out next Sunday. And make sure y'all get at me on Instagram, berserker_boy BOY. And yeah, man. Salute to the usual suspects, the LDBC, the full Berserker Clan.